Sorry. This dude was just standing there for like a long ass time, like he was trying to hear what I was saying. Like, bro, go to fuck to work, wherever you go. Excuse me, go to work. Anyway, like I was saying, the interaction between Brock versus Obafemi was nice. I liked it. I think they should go somewhere with that. I ain't gonna lie, Brock Lesnar got a little bit too excited fighting Obafemi in that ring. So I would say I would like Obafemi to be the one to retire Brock Lesnar in Minneapolis at SummerSlam. I would love that for him. If he's not going to fight him at SummerSlam, I'd say fight him at WrestleMania. But let's do that. Somebody said that by SummerSlam, Oba's the one that defeats Uther. I would love that. I would love Obafemi to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar. Folks saying the Masked Man was over Paul. Somebody said, what if it was Austin Theory and Theory's working with Seth? Remember that's a good point. That's a good point. Austin Theory is basically a secret agent for Seth. You know, I like that. I mean, that would be good. That would be nice. Now, that would be an awesome swerve. I like that. I like that. But then again, that sounds like too much. That sounds like too much of a good idea. So I know Triple H won't do it. But yeah, the interaction between Oba and Brock was cool. I loved seeing LA Knight. LA Knight's back. I love that. Entrance number 21. I love that for him. He came out, eliminated Division. Now, he didn't win the match, obviously, because we all knew he wasn't going to win that match. Mr. Iguana got him out. Barely got a reaction. Blake Parker from AAA barely got a reaction. Trick Williams had a great reaction. I love that. Penta barely got a reaction from these people. Ray Phoenix, that's not really a surprise. Randy Orton was good. Logan Paul, Theory, Reed. It was like a bunch of people in these between the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches that barely got any reactions. It's like I said, you can tell Saudi Arabia it's a casual group for real. And this is why I always make the joke about this is what they would want. If it was up to the Saudi Prince, he'd have a bunch of these part-timers, you know. If Goldberg said he could wrestle again, the Saudi Prince would be sold on that. If Austin said he could wrestle again, the Saudi Prince would be sold on that. Like, you know, they don't watch the product like that, man. They don't. Somebody said, what about Balor? Yeah, Balor got shafted. I don't know what's up with that, bro. But yeah, the number 30 spot, Gunther, Lord have mercy, man. Seeing him I was upset, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was one of those few times where the fan in me gives away the realist in me. I was like, yo, I was just booing Gunther. And then me and this other 434 admin, shout out to my guy Nick. We was like having a whole thing about Gunther and Roman Reigns. It's like, no, Gunther's gonna win. No, Roman. I'm like, I'm team Roman. This man, team Gunther. We was arguing like a motherfucker, bro. We cursing each other out. We're all in good fun, obviously. You know, we 44 peeps, we cool. But me and him were just going back and forth on this shit. Gunther and Roman were the last ones there. And Roman ended up eliminating Gunther. I was excited as hell. He wasn't. I said F Gunther. He man said F you. And I was like, yeah. I said, this is the one and only time that I'll actually acknowledge Roman Reigns. So, one time, I'll put the one up. Because I didn't want Gunther to win that match. After what he did to AJ Styles, I said, yeah, no. Somebody said Rusev. Yeah, Rusev was there too. Somebody says, crazy how Brock got eliminated. Yeah. What was it? Cody Rhodes and LA Knight eliminated him. And then you had Drew McIntyre eliminate Cody Rhodes. That was sweet. That was a clean way to get rid of Cody Rhodes in that match. Drew McIntyre said, you are not facing me for this title. I don't care. You're never getting a rematch. Somebody said facts, how Brock got eliminated. Yeah, Brock got eliminated. Yeah, Jay was, I ain't gonna lie. Jay, this Rumble match was wild as hell, bro. Man came out, I don't know where he was, by the way, because he was doing his entrance. I couldn't find him until he finally came out. Then he tried to rush into the ring. I saw him shoving fans. And he came into the ring, did his one more time with the yeet stuff, literally while during the match. And then Roman Reigns said, one more time, man, do one more time. Really? All right, he goes to the top rope. He was about to go to the top rope, and then Roman Reigns just slapped him across the face. Like, bro, you ain't learned shit in these past 5 years, have you? 6 years, have you? But yeah, I thought, like, this men's Royal Rumble match wasn't bad. Somebody said, like, if I was saying any surprises, Jericho, he didn't come in. But you know what? When I really started thinking about it, I'm not disappointed that Jericho didn't come out. I'm not. Because I really started thinking about it, saying, you know, WWE doesn't really need him anyway. Like, yeah, it'd be great to have him, but if you start really thinking about it, like, you don't need Jericho. You really don't. You can move on just fine without him. So if he decides to stay in AEW, by all means, go ahead. If he decides to come to WWE, that's wonderful. I'd love to have Jericho. But if he doesn't decide to come through, I'm cool with that. Plus, I know his Fozzy band, I think they're going on tour like in February anyway, so it is what it is. If he doesn't come through, it is what it is, honestly. I'm not disappointed by that. What other surprises? I wish they had kept Brock Lesnar's Rumble entry a surprise, though. I wish they had done that, because I think that would have been nice to see. Seeing him with Paul Heyman, though, was cool. I like that. I can't think of any other Roman surprises. I mean, Ethan Page would have been nice. I would like to see Ethan Page in this match, but hey, it is what it is. But you know, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble. What are my thoughts on this? I mean, I predicted he was going to win it anyway because I told y'all he was the most. I told y'all like when I was making Rumble predictions, I said he was the most obvious choice to win the Royal Rumble. There was nobody else in that match that was obviously going to win that Rumble other than him. And what I love about it is the fact that this man literally just yesterday talked shit about WWE Creative Team, saying I gave y'all 2 years and y'all have not produced any people on my level as of yet, man. Like, this the right direction. Like, y'all need to step it up and shit. So he does that, barely shows up to work, and does all, and yo, I give this man Roman credit, bro. I give him credit. The man has so much pull in this company, it's not even funny anymore. Imagine talking shit about the creative team in your own company, and then a day later you get to win the Royal Rumble match, and you're gonna go main event WrestleMania. That is so. I laughed, bro. I said, "Yo, this man Roman Reigns got that stroke for real." Pause. He got that. He got the pull. He got the pull because that's insane. That was insane to me. It's chess, not checkers, folks. Chess, not checkers. But like, other than that, like, what are my thoughts? You know. I guess they had to go to Roman Reigns because, let's be honest, they tried 2 years of Cody Rhodes and it didn't work. And this is not a shot at Cody Rhodes, but I'm like, bro, actually, you know what? Why not? Because I'm like, I like Cody Rhodes, but let's be honest, bro. He was not the answer. He wasn't. Like, yes, him winning the Mania 40 was good, but then him becoming a 2-time champion was, I don't know. And you saw how they was booking this man Cody for the past 2 years as champion. It wasn't that great. SmackDown got to under 1 million views under this man's reign as champion. Shit, heck, even Jinder Mahal, when he was champion, didn't get SmackDown that low. So I get it. I get where he's coming from. Like, listen, yeah, I know, no diddy. Somebody said Roman Reigns trash is creative. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, bro, that's insane. Somebody said Roman Reigns forever be a draw. I agree. He is a draw. He is still the biggest draw in this company. He is the only, because I'm like, Brock is a draw also. Randy, not as much as Roman. So yeah, it's Roman and Brock. Honestly, it's Roman and Brock as the top draws in this company, and that's it. It's a damn shame. It really is. In 2 years, this man Triple H couldn't give somebody up top. This is the same dude that literally saw Vince McMahon. That when Austin retired, he had a backup plan in The Rock. Well, he had Austin, and when Austin got injured, he had The Rock, and The Rock still managed to keep the WWF afloat, still give big numbers. When The Rock and Austin eventually left, they had John Cena and Batista. When John Cena and Batista couldn't be like them guys anymore, they had Roman Reigns. It's like, you've seen Vince McMahon have backup plans for when his top guys be gone and they still able to draw viewership. But yet this man's backup plan was Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes legit got SmackDown to under 1 million views as champion. Do you know how disgusting that is? Especially at me, who's a lifelong member of the Blue Brand, who's a fan of the Blue Brand. This man Triple H sat there next to Vince and saw how he was pushing creative talent and basically preparing for the next guy. Like, oh, I can go even further back. Hogan. When Hogan called it quits and couldn't do it, Austin was there. Austin, Rock, Austin. When Rock and Austin were done, Batista, John Cena couldn't do it. Time they had Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gone. They had like Cody Rhodes is not his answer. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's because of his title reign. Like, I'm not even going to give Cody Rhodes that much of a fault, because honestly, I could make a case. It's honestly because of Triple H's booking. It really is, because the way he was booking this man's championship run was such shit. It really was. The man barely defended his championship during his second title run. In his first title run, they went from AJ Styles, and they just kept lowering down, making him team up making him get involved with the Bloodline again. After I just vanquished him at WrestleMania 40, bro had a ready-made feud with Randy Orton, and they never pulled the trigger on it. It's like, do you know how much of a Randy Orton feud would have helped Cody Rhodes' title reign? Do you not know? Do you know how well Randy could have helped Cody Rhodes' title reign? But no, this bald man decided, nah, you know what I'm going to do? After he had a feud with AJ, I'm going to stick him back with the Bloodline. Because that's what we need. We need him to feud with the Bloodline again. Let's go have him fight Solo. Let's go have him again team up with them. It's like, bro, like, what? What? And then you understand why people shit on Cody Rhodes' championship run as much as they do. And I like Cody Rhodes. I don't hate Cody. I'm a fan of Cody, but I'm gonna call it like it is. Somebody said, bro, these wrestlers win the championship. Then this, bro, and that. Thank you, Jonathan. That's another thing I don't understand, bro. Y'all, when they win these world titles, they just be disappearing like that. They don't barely defend the championships. Maybe they'll show up, but it's like they don't do nothing. There's no feuds like tailor-made for them to push the championship. Hell, CM Punk, I'll give him credit. He's having a good title reign right now because he's fighting, bro. I mean, he said it himself. He said, this ain't gonna be like a. This man said it himself. He said he was going to make sure this title reign actually means something. And so far, it actually isn't that bad. Because he had a feud with Braun Breaker. He feuded with Finn Balor. I don't know what they're going to go next. Maybe he'll be in the Elimination Chamber match. I don't know. That remains to be. But yeah. This is. Somebody said now he has a championship and still fight. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, somebody. I ain't gonna lie. I like CM Punk's world title run right now. I do. I generally like his title run, but like, and this shit with Cody Rhodes, bro. It's bullcrap, bro. It is. His world title runs, both of them weren't it. They really weren't. The man went from such a red hot feud at WrestleMania to WrestleMania 40, and then like in the span of like 3-4 months, it just died. Like all that aura, all that momentum just died. Just died. And it got to the point where again, SmackDown was under 1 million in viewership. And I don't want to hear no bullshit excuses talking about, oh, it's basketball, football season, well, the channels wasn't working, shit like that. No, we need to call it like it is. I ain't gonna lie, and I love Cody Rhodes, but if y'all not gonna book him well as champion, he should not be touching that title for a while. For a while. Okay? We need to just do that. No. Give Drew McIntyre a championship run. Let him go. Have a nice title run, and that's it. Because Cody Rhodes is champion cannot happen again for a while. It can't. Because it's like you give this man a championship and y'all won't book him correctly. Like I said, he had a ready-made feud with Randy Orton right there. And Triple H never pulled the trigger. I don't know why. I will never understand why that is. You had that fool, Road Dogg, who was running the creative direction for SmackDown, booking it like absolute trash for 2025. And this is why I was calling for this man's job. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, now I'll give him credit. SmackDown's been doing good so far as of late. But I heard that ain't because of that old dude. It's because I heard Ryan Ward, the dude who was a creative guy for like NXT Black and Gold days. And then SmackDown 2016 is now like overseeing both sides of Raw and SmackDown. So hopefully that's a good direction. Because Road Dogg as leader, creative, or even with any power pulling creative direction is a bad idea. Because the man can't do shit. You gave him a chance in 2025, and he booked SmackDown like absolute shit. Okay? Here under his leadership, and Cody Rhodes is champion, SmackDown again went to under 1 million views. When on God's green earth is that ever a good thing for SmackDown? When SmackDown has proven over the years that you can whoop Raw's ass in the ratings. You can be better than Raw, but you won't because this fool, you didn't know? The trash you be putting on TV. That's what I know. Somebody said Drew put champion inside. I agree, yeah. Now, back to this. Sorry about my rant, but I'm just like, sometimes you just gotta you gotta let shit go, man. Somebody said SmackDown being 3 Rawless helps. Yeah, because now they're actually going to be using their stars, even though they never needed 3 hours. Y'all remember SmackDown from 2002 to 2010? Didn't need that.